I'm a partnership developer in Odoo since a few years. I'm not the only one in the team, so feel free to reach out to me or to my colleague at the booth close to the 7A platform here. I think it's right next to, on the left side from the entrance from here. You can find my details, so my quadrigram is EDDS, and you can reach me out at edds@odoo.com. You have my phone number as well, you can write me and text me on WhatsApp. It's also a pleasure to be here because normally I carry out my meetings in video conference, and it's a great opportunity, I think, to meet in person and to talk about the opportunity to become an Odoo partner together here at this amazing event. Here the agenda. So we will start from the basic. What is an Odoo partner for us? The different partnership status or levels that we have in the ecosystem. Becoming a partner, indeed, how and why you should become an Odoo partner, how to be successful, and the services that they are there in the ecosystem to help you achieve your goals. So let's start from what is an Odoo partner. An Odoo partner in Odoo, it's a services provider. So we do not have a lot of differentiation within the partnership in Odoo. The Odoo partner, they are there to offer the implementation. So there are not companies that, for example, they do software selection and do bring us a customer in exchange for revenues, for example. The partners are there to offer a services. And these services, they can be customized as well. Each partner can be free in choosing which services to provide to our customer. We have a growing customer base every year, and we need more and more partners to be able to help us with the implementation. We are not able to manage the implementation ourselves. And this is just a list, non-exhaustive list of a few services that normally are carried out by our partners. First of all, I would say the analysis. The analysis is a service that our partners do to do the analysis indeed of the flows of the customers. The customers are working in a way that is maybe not efficient, and to analyze the way in which they work and to be able to provide a solution to make them more efficient is the first step for a successful implementation. Odoo is there to digitize their business, and how do you do it? You properly do an analysis beforehand, and then you start your proposal and implementation with the customer. Then you can see, you find several services that are carried out by our partners. For example, the configuration. The implementation of Odoo starts always with configuring the database, doing data imports inside of it. Odoo, it's not straight away, let's say, usable by the customer. It needs a proper implementation to be able to be in production. The partners carry out as well development and customization, if possible, if it's needed by the customers. They manage sometimes the hosting, the infrastructure for them. They do the training of the users, and they provide the first line of support. And moreover, they do the upgrades. If you do development and customization on the software, then you will be carrying out as well the upgrade to have a version of Odoo that is modern and have the new features that we have seen in the keynote of this morning. And doing this, you can really choose freely which services and also your rates. We do not enter into the discussion, into the commercial discussion within the customer and yourself for the services part. Then the partnership status. As I was saying, in Odoo, the partner definition is some kind of rigid definition. We have different types and levels of partners. Mainly, there are two programs. The Odoo Learning Partnership. In this program, there is no requirement for the partner. So whichever company can try to learn more about Odoo and how to implement it for the customers. And then there are the official partners, that there are the companies that are able already to carry out project, and they have chosen Odoo to be a fundamental part of their business. You can see here that there are some KPIs, some requirements for the official partnership status. The partnership status, they go from the ready partnership, they pass to the silver level, and then they achieve the gold level, growing with the increased number, let's say, of KPIs fulfilled. One KPI is the number of users activated in the last 12 months. So it's new sales, new users that are activated with the Odoo Enterprise. And of course, the number of users grow to achieve the gold level status. Then there is the number of people that are Odoo certified in the team. Within your team, we have a proxy to establish as well the dimension of your capability to carry out project. And the number of people Odoo certified, they grow, of course, with the level silver and gold partnership status. A third KPI that is normally introduced with the silver partnership status is the customer retention rate. So we have a third KPI to evaluate the capability not only to put in production a client, but as well to do the after sales and continue to serve this customer and helping renew his license of Odoo Enterprise in the future. So this KPI also evaluates the capability, the commercial capability and the functional capability of our partners. There are no other levels, and normally there are no structure way to collaborate than these partnership programs that we have. Then let's jump into becoming an Odoo partner, actually. Why a company should become an Odoo partner? Of course, the main reason would be to be part of this ecosystem, this growing ecosystem. Every year, I already did, I think, 4 Odoo experience, and it's every year much bigger. It's a growing ecosystem in which the partners have more and more opportunities to also to sell their services to companies that are knowing for the first time Odoo, or they have decided to proceed with Odoo. Odoo have a growth rate at around 50% every year, and there is always space for new partners at the moment to serve a growing customer base that we have. Then we have other several benefits in the partnership programs. For example, the commercial support. This is something that differentiates us from competitors. Normally from the first level of partnership, we assign you 2 points of contact within the Odoo ecosystem. There are the partner manager and the account manager. The partner manager helps the partner with the strategy, with the commercial strategy, and as well doing demo, for example, to convince new customer to proceed with you and with Odoo for the license. And then the account manager will help the partner in getting indirect feedback from the customer to helping renew that license. So let's say pre-sales and after-sales commercial help from our side. Then for the partners that are helping us in the implementation with the customers, they receive, of course, a commission. So there is a percentage that can go up to 20% for the partners that helps us in activating license. And there is also a percentage of commission for Odoo SH. Odoo SH is a cloud that is paid by the customer to be hosted by us, in which also commission are given to the partners. Of course, there are training possibilities. We also give training materials to our partners, and there are exclusive professional services that we will see afterwards at the end of this presentation. Then there are other commercial benefits, such as the visibility and leads. The visibility is something very important for the partners. To be visible in our website is a way to reach new opportunities, reach new customer that they contact directly the partner that they suits more. And then there is the leads distribution. That is another benefit that we give to the official partners that can be non-qualified or qualified leads. And of course, testing environment. In this environment, you have basically unlimited number of database to test new features, to test development, or to do demos to your customer. And how you can become a partner. In this case, I showcase two options. Normally, it's the more common possibility to have a first project. To have a first project can also accelerate your journey in Odoo because you practice an implementation, and a minimum of 10 new users is required for becoming an official partner and to maintain the official partnership status. Then the certification, that is another KPI to respect, will be asked to be respected later on in the partnership journey. Alternatively to the first project, you can find a training that is called Bootcamp. It has been recently revamped by the services team, and this functional training can help you train up to 5 people simultaneously on the functional knowledge of Odoo. This means the main 16 application that we sell to customer, and as well some implementation methodology tips. And with that, you will be able to become an official partner without a project. For example, if you want to be more confident before doing your first implementation, you can access this bootcamp training and become an official partner, and the certification will be evaluated later on in the partnership journey. But how to be successful? Our successful partners, you can see them here around the Odoo experience. They share normally some employees that have different backgrounds. And how to be successful here, I show the different employees that a partner should have to be able to manage new projects, to grow, and to be successful in the ecosystem in general. So first of all, the commercial strategy. So commercial resources, that means also salespeople to help you activate a new project. The successful partner, they have their own way to make lead generation in parallel to ours, and they have their own strategies that they are carrying out. Then there is the functional knowledge. The functional knowledge is the fundamental part that we can train you with as well, and the business analysis of the flow of the customer is as I was saying, the first element for a successful implementation. So you will have to have some employees that are certifying themselves with the functional knowledge. That means making configuration as well in Odoo. And then eventually there is the technical expertise. More and more partners, they have to rely as well on technical expertise to make integration. Let's think about a first project that can be easy for a customer that has no IT infrastructure in place. In some cases, not a lot of technical expertise is needed because there is not a lot of development to do or integration. But if you grow into having bigger and bigger customer, you might have to encounter a situation in which the client do not want to leave other software for the moment, or they want to keep them in parallel with Odoo, and in that case some technical expertise is needed to make the integration, for example. With technical expertise, I mean as well the development. So developers are needed to be a successful, or to have access to them, to be a successful implementator of Odoo. And eventually, I'm gonna jump into the services for partners. We have seen the different type of backgrounds that you have to have in your company to be successful, but we are gonna help you with that. Indeed, we have a services team with which we carry out trainings for you to achieve the capabilities that are needed to be a good and great partners in the ecosystem. So first of all, there are commercial trainings and supports that are carried out as well by your partner manager. The partner manager is your main point of contact inside the partnership for the strategy. So there is, when you become a new Odoo partner, also a commercial onboarding to showcase how to present Odoo to customer, for example, helping you with the first demo, and in general, helping you with understanding how to sell properly our software. Then there are the functional trainings. In here I put just 3 options, but we are actually very flexible in offering you services in Odoo. I put the bootcamp, that is the basic, let's say, functional knowledge training for new partners. This is normally carried out around 7 weeks, but it can be flexibilized with the availability of our coaches. And we have for example, we have an intensive way to do the bootcamp around 2 and 3 weeks. It depends as well on your capability or your availability to be present in a video conference session, or we can also meet in present in our offices in Belgium to do the bootcamp. Then there are the master classes. The master classes, they are advanced course for our partners. To access this master class, the partners need to already have done a few projects in Odoo or to already have completed the bootcamp. And in this case, they are verticalized on certain modules. So for example, there is an accounting masterclass, a manufacturing masterclass. So you really have the same structure as the bootcamp, that is documentation, videos, and use case to solve with your coach, but in a more advanced fashion and verticalized on a certain module of Odoo. And then there are a lot of other dedicated service. With dedicated service, we really flexibilize our way to support you in the implementation. Let's say that you start with a project, you do not want to follow a bootcamp training that is general or horizontal, and you want to be helped in carrying out the implementation. You can do it with a dedicated service. Based on the qualification of the project, with the flows you want to reproduce in Odoo, we assign you an expert that is able to help you with that specific project. Other dedicated service, they are the Q&A sessions. If you have a simple question to be answered, you can access a specific email and the expert would answer to that. In this case, I didn't mention this, all the services, they come from the, let's say, activation of a success pack. The success pack, it's an amount of hours that is associated to a partner account, and it can be spent, this amount of hours, in whichever services that we offer in the ecosystem. Then, eventually, we have the technical training. The technical trainings, they are specifically for developers. Odoo is written in Python, so the tech trainings are to teach Python developer on how to develop on top of Odoo Enterprise. If you need specific support, you can access dedicated service for tech, so for development, and we have a service that is called the Developers on Demand if you would like to outsource the development to us. Specific development can be outsourced to us. In general, instead, the implementation, since it's the responsibility of the partner, cannot be outsourced to us. We can teach you on how to achieve your successful implementation. We are not going to do it for you. It's always working with you to help you achieve a success into the ecosystem. And now I think we can check my details again and jump into your question. Normally in the partnership presentation there are always a lot of questions from your side, so you will be able to put them in the QR code and we are going to answer them together.
Prova? Okay, giving 1 minute more if you have more questions.
Yes.
As a reminder, of course, probably will not have the time to answer every question, but you can get in touch with Eduardo, or there is the partner booth. So any more details we will not tackle now, feel free to go there. Okay, let's start from some. Wow, they're appearing fast. So I put together 2 questions. They are asking, which profiles are you looking for in partners?
In general, we do not have a specific profile that we look for into the partnership scheme. And the most successful company, they are more into the consulting than into the development. The development business model, it's not always in line with the fast growth into the ecosystem compared to the consultancy. We prefer the functional approach to the development. the companies that relies a lot on development, they grow less and they go, let's say, less in general in the ecosystem because the projects are longer. When there is a lot of development, the projects are longer, and in the partnership scheme, we incentivize smaller and faster projects.
Okay. Another question regarding leads is like more or less if and how Odoo helps you finding clients and getting new leads.
Yes. As I was mentioning before, the successful partner have their own way to make lead generation, but we help them with that. There is also the lead distribution from our side. That is, if you fulfill the official partnership KPIs, you automatically receive non-qualified leads. Normally these are more time-consuming to manage. With the help of the partner manager, you can do that. But your partner manager is the main point of contact in which you can build a relationship, and is going to help you treat these leads and find the good project within these opportunities. And also the partner manager has its own pipe in which you receive as well contacts from companies that would like an implementation from a partner. And this is the way to obtain as well a qualified lead. So meeting your partner manager and build a strong relationship with him, because he can help you with the leads.
Another one say, how do I know which service could match my needs regarding the partnership I imagine? Can you help me figure out in case which one is the right one?
Of course, in the partnership team and then with the partner manager, you can always rely on us to answer your question and your needs with the services offer that we have in Odoo. So if you are looking for help on the implementation, we have a service, and if you are looking to understand on how to develop a feature, we have another service. So, and in general, we are very flexible in finding a solution to your problems. We are not so corporate to block and prevent a partner to access information or training. You as a partner, you can rely on all the expertise that we have in-house, and every person in the services team can be reached out and can help you with your problems.
One interesting one is like, which kind of clients are you looking for?
Which
kind of clients, so leads.
Okay. In general, Odoo is targeting small and medium enterprise on our side. The partners, they automatically and now naturally go to bigger and bigger customer. So we are not fully able to serve the big customer because they have specific needs in most of the cases, and we provide only with implementation with a strict methodology. Instead, partner, they can also tailor make their services based on the customer. So they naturally start, the partners, with small and medium companies, small and medium enterprise, and then they tend to go to more and more complex projects. In terms of industry, Odoo is very horizontal instead. There is no specific industry that we target. We target all the customers that are not fully digitalized, and we have no focus on the industry. The partner can also verticalize the solution with development to provide a specific answer to an industry need.
Another one says, why should I become a partner today?
Yeah, so as I was mentioning before, why you should become a partner, it's mainly because of the growing ecosystem. To jump on the boat, let's say, in the right moment in which the client base is growing faster and is asking for your services. So companies are more and more successful with Odoo because we are doing a lot of effort to grow in Europe and in the world to achieve new customers, and we are always looking for new partners to serve those customers.
And I think we are out of time. I see there are a lot of questions regarding cost and more like details how to become a partner. For all of these, I really recommend you to go to the booth where our colleagues can explain and go a bit more in details also in your case.
Yes. Feel free to reach to me or to my colleagues. It's right there on the left side of this building coming from the entrance. And thank you very much. And
Thank you.
welcome again to the first day of the Odoo experience. Thank you.